So since the end of last season, I've been pretty much nonstop been thinking about that game. The look on the kids' faces when that clock ticked down and we had lost the game. The big, I would say, problem with me was I didn't like the way that season ended. I don't think the kids were prepared. I don't think they were taught well. I don't think they were ready to play that game. It was just one mistake after another. The kids looked rattled. Confidence was low. That was the first time where I truly seen that they felt absolutely defeated, like they felt like they didn't belong. And that's a problem for me. And I think the one thing I remember about that night is I made those kids a promise.
I promise you, this ain't gonna be the same. It's gonna be totally different.
I told those kids it's gonna be totally different next year. And it is. It's gonna be totally different. We're not going through that no more.
This same time next year, we're gonna have a trophy in there.
If I was to name, what do I want to be remembered for when it comes to East Youth football, I would say that when it's all said and done, laugh if you want to, but I take youth football seriously. I want to be known as the greatest East Henderson youth football coach ever. That's what I want to be. The greatest coach in EHYF history. That's what I want to be. I'm very passionate when it comes to youth football.
Good point here. Yeah. That worked. If I can't get 3 side snaps in a row, we have a switching snapper. Back it up, ball right here. If you catch this deep enough to where I like, we're gonna kick 3 field goals and that's it.
I'm very passionate when it comes to inspiring the youth.
There is no way he got past the line of scrimmage.
Very passionate when it comes to motivating.
Got it. Let's go on the hop. Hurry up. Let's go.
And some may like it, some may not.
We've said it 3 times, so it should be there.
Anybody that knows me knows Coach J don't care. I don't care if you like me or not. I'm still gonna be me. That's the thing. That's the thing about me that's never gonna change. You're either gonna love me or you're gonna hate me. As long as you respect me, I could care less which one you like. But I'll tell you this: disrespect is only gonna lead to you making yourself look bad. Cause you're not messing. You ain't changing my day. I'm still gonna be Jay. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna be Jay. I got a lot of former players that I coached 2 years ago. That's when I started with East Youth. I started with the midgets as an assistant coach, a defensive coordinator. A little bit of the same problem. There's different ways to coach kids, and instead of bashing them and putting them down. Those kids had it rough. I don't think those kids won a single game that year. But luckily, I'd like to think some of the things I taught them helped them in their future. future endeavors in football now, because now those kids are no longer 11 and 12. They're in high school now. So, so that's cool. You know, one in particular, you know, constantly I have conversations to this day. You know, you might as well say he's one of my kids at this point, but that's definitely Mite. If anybody definitely gravitated toward anything I said, if there's one kid I feel like I made the most impact on at East Youth so far, that would definitely be Mite. Mite was a hothead at first. He wanted to be great. He wanted to be the guy who everybody depended on. He just didn't know how to lead. You know, when you don't know how to lead, sometimes you can deter people away from you, like your teammates and things, unintentionally, of course. But I mean, the kid was 11. You know, so I knew kid had potential. Kid had, you know, talent. He just needed somebody to kind of take him under his wing and, you know, show him like, hey man, you really can be great at this. You know, but there are some things you gotta, you know, sharpen up, and some things you gotta stop, and some things you gotta start doing. And he's turned out to be quite a young man.
Me and Coach Jay, we first met when I was playing for the midgets, when I was like 12, I think. He just carried himself a certain way that you could tell that he cared about the sport, and that it almost just it pulled you towards him, his personality. I'd say what made me click with Coach Jay when I met him at like 12 was that just he understood me. That's the best. And I was at an age where not a lot of people in that world really understood me. I didn't really even understand myself. He understood me and helped me better myself and control my anger. Because there was a coach on the team that he kind of didn't like me. He would do stuff to make me mad, and Jay was there to help me and just to control it. A lot of these youth coaches, or coaches in general in the world, are trying to just relive their high school days or something. He's doing it because he likes doing it. He's doing it because he likes teaching the kids and helping the kids become young men or young teenagers. When I hear that all he wants to do, like win the Super Bowl and build a dynasty there, I know my first thought is it's going to take time. Because when you start building that type of stuff, you're not going to automatically start off successful. You're going to have to get 1% better each year and improve every day. But I think it's definitely manageable, especially with his work ethic and mindset and the kids they got. It can definitely happen, especially if you can get the other coaches on board. They can all start from a young age and work up. Coaches nowadays will play favorites because a lot of these coaches have sons or children that are playing, and they just want to play favorites and make their son the star of the team. He doesn't have any kids that play. The last one of his kids that play was when his son that played with me, Billy, or his stepson. He played with me, and then he played one more year after me on the midgets. And he dropped down to go coach the Mites. And he has nobody that's playing that. He's doing it because he likes it, and he loves football, and he loves being a part of the new youth and generation coming ahead and making sure they're successful, unlike my generation. How far can Coach Jay take East Henderson youth football? He can take it as far as he wants, honestly, in my opinion. That is a good question. I think he could definitely take it as far as he wants, or he can take it a good way. I'd say to these coaches that are calling him out right now, they're just doing it because he did something that nobody else has done before. Nobody else has publicized something like he had done and gone to the extent that he has done with youth. And it honestly kind of, I think, fears them a little bit because he's gone to a limit that nobody's ever thought about going to. I'd say the advice to these coaches about challenging him, don't go in too deep, because one thing I have learned about this man is there ain't nothing he won't do just to get his point across. He will do whatever it takes.
You know, there's been several occasions where, you know, me and Mikhail just talk about, you know, the team, and I got so much built up, ready for the season. You know, I wish I could just play the Super Bowl today, because I feel like they could win it today with the talent that these kids got. And, you know, me and Makai was talking at work about it. And, you know, I was letting them know, like, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm trying to change the whole program.
It's going to take years. It's not going to
No, I don't want it to take years.
Well, it's going to.
Why?
It's going to take at least one season at the most.
Like, bro, I'm trying to change the whole program.
You will change it. It's
like,
just,
you see these programs that are always on YouTube, like big time in youth programs?
Because they had someone
I'm
like you came in.
I'm trying to have us come back. I'm trying to change the whole dynamic. I'm going to start with the Mites. And once people see how dominant we are, they're going to want to bring their kids out here all the time. And we're going to be stacked. And nobody going to be able to mess with us.
Well, those leads you see, it started with a person like you that came out here determined. And that's what it's going to take. It's going to take one season or more to get for them people to see it. It's going to take at least one.
One season, I'm going to put in so much work. You give me 2 seasons, I'll have a championship in your hand. But this year, I'm trying to have a championship this coming up year.
Oh, yeah, have that as your goal for sure.
I just don't see how I don't make it. I got too many athletes who are willing to listen.
Mm-hmm.
They're willing to listen.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That want to play ball. Guys who didn't get to play, who can play, who want to play.
I think that the one thing is there's people in positions that shouldn't be there.
No, and we're going to change all that. Because there's guys who never got to play the position who I put them in for the first time and they balled out. We're exactly where they're supposed to be. Because size don't mean jack to me. Speed really don't mean jack to me. It's all about do you listen.
Like, I don't want to say names of any player. But still, it's like there's some that just shouldn't be in the spots or that want to be somewhere.
I should say a name, but I'm gonna keep it copacetic.
Or names of people that think that this is where they want to be, but they're in another spot.
Nah, not even players, just coaches. Coach, really. Well, I guess you can say coach is because I coached with East for 2 years, so coach is who maybe should have just let it go. Because sometimes people get stuck in their ways and they're not willing to accept help. Or they're scared your idea might actually work and that they were wrong. It's not about being wrong. It's about what are you feeding this kid mentally? Like this season, they're going to get treated like NFL players. They're going to work, they're going to win big, but they going to get all the shine they deserve. Every single one of them, because I ain't gonna have no bench warmers. Can you imagine a team where every person on the team can destroy you?
That's the thing.
Where you have to worry about most teams that say, "Oh, if we shut this running back down, it's a wrap."
Or they can't. We just
with
can't.
My boys,
or
it's
we just
gonna
can't throw this side or do anything in this side.
All right, cool. You knock him down, that's all right. We'll send another one at you. You knock him down, I'll send another one at you, and another, and another, and another, and another.
Yeah.
Like I will constantly keep sending people to destroy you. Cause one thing's for sure, you can stop one of us. Sure, you can stop one of us.
11 should be able to stop one.
But you can't stop all of us. You know, just recently, the kids for East, they got to finally touch some grass. And before we knew it, it was time for camp. Let's go, Scott. Here we go.
Good job.
Here we go, Connor. God, that's beautiful. There it is. Good job.
Hey, same thing. Now let's try to put it all together. Remember, drive those hands. Ready, go. Come on, Scott.
Hit him quick.
Come on.
We're hitting slow. Go. Good job.
Go.
Go. Ready, go. To the yellow. Out to the yellow. Ready, go. Come to me, come to me, come to me. Stop. Go to yellow. Now back to yellow. Ready, go. Yellow, there we go. Back pedal. Ready, go.
go. Now the yellow.
All right, and push your feet. Go right here. Back again. Go. Get back. Right here. And back. Go yellow. Go back. Get a high point.
Oh, is that Jose?
That's 8 now. You're up, baby. Ready? And here we go. Push your feet right there. Go. And back. That's it. Go that blue one. Get that blue one. And back. Go the yellow one. Get up here. Judge it. Get that high. Oh, good. And then what? Yeah. That's it. Going back. Go the blue. That's it. Going back. Go the yellow one. Come back. High point. And that's it. Good. And then what?
There we go.
Good. Right there, blue one. That's it. And come back here. Go to that yellow one. Go. Going back. Go catch it. That's it, good. And then when that ball's up there, what do you want to try to do? Try jump.
Camp was a good small sample size of what I was gonna have for the season. I got to see a lot of potential. I got to see a lot of some of these guys in action. Did some slight evaluating. Got to hype these kids up a little bit. Really got to see their excitement for the camp. It was a well put together camp, and it just felt good just to actually be on the turf again and see my boys again. That was the big thing for me. I got to meet awesome coaches. I got to get some good advice from coaches, and when these coaches that coach in high school or even higher levels, I like to take what they say and hold on to bits and pieces of it, so that way I can pass that information along.
Well, I think it's extremely important, number one, just to get them here, to get them on our field, that hopefully one day all the kids that are in the East District come to East, and also for us to get out there and let the community know that they're extremely important to us. And we're a developmental program, and this is part of the development, and you guys are the ones that do such a great job with them. We appreciate you guys. But when you're talking about guys that want to play, guys that want to work hard, I mean, you're getting the same thing on all levels, whether it's high school, college, or the pros, with where their passion is for the game, and that's what's really exciting for us. And understanding that, hey, sometimes you're going to work hard, you might fall short, but that doesn't mean you failed. That just means we got to continue to work to attain where the goal is.
I'll tell you what, the East Henderson coach, man, he's a really intelligent man. And what his drive for football, that's the kind of drive I want to model my game after. It was really good to see him out there, and I think it was big for the kids and for myself as a coach. That was really important. I learned a lot at that camp that I'm gonna take with me when it's time for, when it's time to get put these cleats on.
Are you the real beat?
There's no two ball players like Scott and Connor. Scott and Connor are my little projects. Those two are going to be an absolute force together. And y'all don't know it yet. I know it, but y'all don't know it yet. These two work the absolute hardest. They want to win bad. And one of them, if not both of them, are going to be 1,000-yard rushers this season. They are ready. Even talking to them, even talking to Scott and Connor, you can just see it when they talk about football. You can tell they're really engaged. Scott is a young man who doesn't know his full potential yet, but I've seen glimpses, and he could be really good at this game. He's a running back. He's a safety. He's quick. He's got good footwork. He wants the ball. tell you what, he ain't scared. He ain't scared. Connor is a Tariq Cohen-ish type ball player. He's a very, very shifty kid. He's gonna be an absolute beast. You're talking about a kid who finna hold this big, and he wants the ball in his hands. If I told that boy he was getting the ball every play, he would take the ball every play. But the thing with Connor, I'm teaching him is, you know, he wants to do it all himself. He believes, which is not even bad, to be honest. It's he believes in his talents. He believes in what his abilities are, and that's a good thing. You gotta have confidence playing this game. You just have to. You know, some people may not like it, but I mean, who are those people? You know, Scott and Connor have two personalities that bounce off each other very, very well. Scott's very precise, cautious, but at the same time explosive. Connor is a cannonball just waiting to be fired. And when he's fired, he is unleashing as much damage as humanly possible. So they bounce off each other very, very well. The chemistry between those two has grown. They've been in the backfield before together. Their first time was last year. They were just getting used to it. They didn't have that many games to really play together. But this season, they're going to get a full season's worth of it. And once those two get a groove, it's going to be lights out. It's going to be lights out. It's this year. This is what I like to call the Coach J era. This is a new day. It's the Coach J era. And that East Henderson team of old is no more. So y'all may want to prep for us like you're prepping for a championship. Because every week I'm coaching my boys to play like it's a championship game. Because every game is a championship.